Why do some producers blow up and others don't when the music is just as good? Over the last 14 months, I've worked closely with a lot of really talented producers, and I've seen some people absolutely take off, others have not. And through that, I started to notice some of the real signs to their success. So we're going to break them down so you can see which path you're on. Editing Luca here. Probably should have noted first that before any of these tips actually help you, you have to be confident that one, your music is good quality. Having good music that people like is the most important first step before any of these other things apply. Having the confidence to know your own music is good comes from having a really clear process. It's all a flow and effect. So if you're not really sure in your process, I'm just going to stop you and say, go down to the description and grab my process for free. Not asking for anything, just an email to send it to, so you can just take that and tweak it for yourself. Great, now we can move on to the video. All right, so firstly, you have to understand something. You understand that music doesn't owe you anything. You create your own opportunities. That's your job as an artist trying to get their art into the world. You create your own opportunities. Once people see that you're doing things for yourself, then they'll start to give you opportunities. Then labels will start reaching out. Then people will start wanting you on their releases and collaborating and all of this. Number two, you have a thing, a defining factor, a style, a sound, an aesthetic, a performance, a label, an event, a persona. The list is endless. This doesn't mean just go and slap on a mask. What you're trying to answer is this question. Why would someone choose you over another artist, over all of the artists that are out there? You need a defining factor that makes you in some way unique. This day and age, it's harder to get noticed because there's so many people doing it, but it's easier for you to have a defining factor more so than ever. There's endless different varieties of things you can do that will define you. You just need to find it and own it. Number three, you've released before. That's important because your first release is always going to be an experiment. Landing a label early is doable but unlikely, and you shouldn't bank on it. Self-releasing teaches you valuable skills anyway, so if you've released a self-release before, I would say this is a good sign. Number four, you've proven your value to others. Now this is important because we live in a very fast-paced and saturated world. Even if you have something really special, if your friends are the only one that have seen it, then nobody knows how good you are. Number five, you've got a network of people that support you. I'm not just talking about fans, I'm talking about like-minded creatives. Creatives love supporting each other. This can be a very lonely pursuit. Connecting with other people is important. It also helps build things like credibility. Number six, you're part of a community. Local DJs absolutely love supporting local producers. A local scene is really powerful, so showing up, engaging, making connections, being recognized in the local scene. You know which community you fit in with, and if that's not a local community, then that's fine. You're just gonna need to know which one it is and which people you're associating with. Number seven is a big one and a pretty clear-cut example that you're doing a good thing. DJs are playing your tracks. And it's more than just the act of them being played or shared with others. Think about it like this. A DJ is a selector, a curator of music. And they're selecting your track out of all of the music out there. The DJ is essentially vouching for your music production to their audience. DJs, radio shows, playlist curators, all of these people that specialize in sharing music, this will be the best way to get your music in front of already trusting fans. Let's say you've got all of the other things so far. Someone likes you and they really want to book you for a gig, but they land on your page and there's just a bunch of random personal photos. It's probably going to be harder for them to take you seriously. They're also thinking about this other person, so they search them up. There's a really nice cohesive aesthetic and vibe. It makes it very clear and they understand, that's what I'm after. That's what I'm looking for. If your branding is on point, they know you care about what you're doing. You're personalizing who you want to listen and take you seriously. That's what branding is all about. Which takes us into the next point, also under that umbrella, press, aka professional photos, a bio, an about me section. If you have all of this stuff in line, it just makes you really easy to work with. And it's a pretty small step to make yourself look a lot more professional. Number 10, as much as it is a pretty vain metric, if people are commenting and liking and sharing your posts, all that shit, it's actually a sign that there is a larger community that are connected to what you're doing. Number 12 is what I would say is probably one of the biggest signs of a really mature producer. If you've been doing this for a while, you probably understand yourself and you're probably very self-aware about a lot of the problems that you're facing. You have to understand your problems, otherwise motivation will plummet and you'll probably end up just picking up golf or something. If you need help understanding this for yourself, I would say definitely go do that next. You can watch this video here. That'll explain all about it. Nice.